Hello everyone, welcome back to FPL STAR. Today I gonna discuss about my team selection for double game week 37. I will also discuss about my team performance in game week 36 and my strategy for game week 37. So before all this, if you are new in this channel yet not subscribe this channel, please subscribe this channel. Now let's start. At first, I will look at my Game Week 36 team performance. In Game Week 36, my goalkeeper Dikia maintained clean sheet against Wolves and that's why he got 6 points. On the other hand, Estopinian scored from rebound against Arsenal and Ramsden cannot save it, and also he got one assist, and that's time the Brighton forward Kundab is totally unmarked in Arsenal box and that's why he got the assist point. And in first match of double game week he got 17 point. It's massive, but in second match he got 0 point because Brighton conceded 4 goal. And if you look at my second defender, it's Botman. In first match they conceded 2 goal against Leeds, which is a disappointing thing for Newcastle because I'm expecting them to win against Leeds. But in second match they are comeback in style and they scored 4 goals but cannot maintain clean sheet, and that's why Botman just got me 3 points. On the other hand, Trippier in first match disappointed me, but in second match he got one assist from corner which was own goal by Undap, and the second one is a free kick goal, and this time Barn finished it, and that's why Trippier got 2 assist point, also got 2 bonus point in defense. If you look at my midfield option, Salah got 3 assists in this match, and in last moment of the match Salah missed an glorious chance which was 1-1 with the goalkeeper of Leicester, and he misses it, and that's why he just got me 12 points. My other midfielder which have a double game week in game week 37, Mitoma is a disappointing one because he gets a lot of chance in the first match against Arsenal but cannot scoring goal, and in second match Brighton doesn't looks good. They are looks shaky and tired in this match, and in this match I am not expecting more from Mitoma, just 5 points in these 2 matches. If you look at my third midfielder, it's Jack Wilson. It's totally disappointing because he just got 12 minutes in his belt in game week 36. On the other hand, McAllister in first match played for 90 minutes against Arsenal, but in second match he was not in the starting 11, and then in second half he was subbed in and just played 34 minutes. He got 3 points, and it's a disappointing thing for my team. And if you look at my forward option, Erling Haaland on the other hand scoring 1 goal against Everton and got me 7 points, and Jota is also disappointing one. He just played 16 minutes for Liverpool against Leicester. In this match, Liverpool playing very well, but Jota not in the starting 11. It's a disappointing thing for me. My captaincy choice for game week 36 is a very good one, and I prefer Wilson over Isak because I think Wilson has got more attacking threat, and this transfer paid off. If you look at the selling, I had sell Watkins for Wilson, and this give me 20 points, and as I am captaining Wilson, so this means I have got 44 points extra for this transfer, which is massive. And also my other transfer was March to McAllister. It just gave me 3 points, but I think I have taken -4 hit and it gives me plus 19 points, which is amazing one. So if you look at my captain Wilson performance, in first match he scored 2 penalty goal. For the second goal he was likely to sub out, and in this moment Newcastle got a penalty and Wilson take it and scoring goal, and that's a very good thing for me because in this match he got me 12 points. And in the second match it's more interesting that he scored 1 goal in the last moment and also provide 1 assist. If you look at his goal in Brighton match, it was 1-1 against Brighton goalkeeper Steely, and it's a glorious pass from Almiron as Brighton defense looks shaky in this match. If you look at my bench option in this game week, Iverson 1 point, John Stone doesn't play a single minute, so he'll just get 0 point. I am hoping that Jack Grealish or Jota doesn't sub in second half so that I can get the Luke Shaw clean sheet point and 8 points, but it doesn't happen, and that's why I cannot get that clean sheet point from Luke Shaw. And if you look at my point for game week 36 is 114 point, where the average point was 65. My previous rank was 399k, but my new rank is now 328k. This means my rank improved 71k, and that's a massive green arrow. And I am targeting to get 200k at the end of the season, so it is possible, but it needs to be very cautious about my transfer, and it needs to be work out. If this work out, then I can go for 200k at the end of the season. Now I look at my game week 37 team, and in game week 37 my goalkeeping option is obviously De Gea because he has got double game week, and against Bournemouth and Chelsea I am expecting clean sheet from Manchester United, because if you look at their performance in defensively recently, they are playing very well in defensive shape, so that's why I think De Gea can give me clean sheet point. My first defender in this team is Stupinian. He has got two home picture, but in last match when Brighton played against Newcastle, their defense looked shaky. But if you note the first match against Arsenal, Stupinian is everywhere. He's scoring one goal and provide one assist. So I am gonna play him at his two home match, and that's why he can be a vital member in my team. Now move on to the second defender, and it's Luke Shaw. As now Varane is fully fit and also Lindelof, so Luke Shaw is now playing as a left back, and when he plays as a left back he can give some attacking return because he looks advanced in opponent third and also taking some of the free kick or corner. And if he Manchester United maintain clean sheet, Luke Shaw usually got some bonus point, and he's like bonus point magnet for Manchester United, so I'm gonna continue with him. My third defender is gonna be a transfer, and I'm thinking of selling Stones. The negative thing about Stones that I don't expect him to start both matches in game week 37 because he played against Real Madrid 90 minutes, so I am preferring to sell John Stone. His attacking threat is good if he play, but there might be minute risk for John Stone in the first match because he looks tired, and that's why I can go for Lapotro, because if you look at Laporte's minute, he was not in Real Madrid match, so he is fully fit and also not tired like John Stone, and that's why I think he can start both of the match against Chelsea and Brighton. Other thing about Laporte that he now playing as a inverted left back position that in last match when he's starting against English Premier League. And if you look at the positioning, I think it's quite like John Stone. John Stone playing in the right inverted fullback role, where Laporte playing the left inverted role. So if he continue to play in this position, then he can be a very good option. But also other thing about Laporte that he poses some goal threat, so I can go for Laporte. But if I doesn't go for Laporte, then I can go for Rico Lewis, because on the other hand, if Laporte playing as a center back, not inverting left back, then I think Rico Lewis will play as a inverted right back in the place of John Stone, and he can be a very good differential player for game 37 and also give me some budget to use for, because he is very cheap, just 3.8 million, as Manchester City are gonna secure their title very soon, so I'm expecting rotation, and that's why I think Rico Lewis might start for Manchester City, because in this season he doesn't get much minute. Now move on to the midfield player, and first midfielder is also a transfer, and I am very much in the position to sell Jack Grealish because I don't think he will play two game, and he will be I think play just one game against Brighton or Chelsea. He might be rotated because he playing for Manchester City in Chelsea in Real Madrid match, so he looks tired in this match and playing 90 minutes as a high intensity match, so that's why I think I'm gonna sell Jack Grealish. And the three option in this selling is that I can go for Mahrez, because if you look at his minutes In Champions League, he was not in the starting 11, so he is fully fresh. And also, if Haaland is rotated in this game week, as Manchester City are gonna secure their title very soon, so there might be rotation for Haaland. And if this happens, then Mahrez is the penalty taker, so that's why he is a preferable one. But I like Foden most because when he played as a false nine or something like second striker, and even if he playing in the left wing, he playing a very central, so that's why he get more goal threat than Mahrez, where Mahrez plays very wide in the right flank and Foden in the central. So I think he's a good option, but I can also go for other player like Odegaard in this matter, because if I want to go for Manchester City attacker, then Odegaard can be a good option because he has got two easy fixer and Arsenal is a team which are scoring goal, and as Martinelli is not there, so I think Odegaard now will make some run in the box in late movement so he can score some goal like Gundogan. So that's why I think it can be happened. Now move on to my second midfielder, and it's Mohamed Salah. He's in great form, and in last match he's provide 3 assists. So I am gonna continue with him. The third midfielder in my team is a Mitoma, and I am not happy with Mitoma because if you look at his performance, his expected data also look good in now. But the thing about Mitoma is that I think he looks very tired. So I think I'm expecting rotation here, and if Mitoma is not playing for Southampton games, then that's will be a disappointing thing for me. But a lot of FPL manager gonna go for him, and that's why I gonna play him for my starting 11, hoping that he play for the Southampton match and might subbed in Manchester City match. It's the most likely case, but this cannot be happen because I think he might be rotated because they are need some rest for him. Now move on to the fourth midfielder, and it's McAllister, as he got rest against Newcastle, and that's why I think he will play in two matches. But the other thing about McAllister that he is now playing as a central midfielder position, not like number 10, and that's give him not a very good opportunity to score goal. But he's the penalty taker for Brighton, and if you look at McAllister performance, he sometimes make shot outside the box. It's low exit shot, but I think still there are sometimes that he picks a very good shot in those kind of areas, so he can score goal from this. And this kind of goal can be very vital for me because his ownership is just 15.2%, quite differential. Now move on to the fifth player in my midfield, and it's Rashford. And there is some concern of illness for Rashford, but I think he will start against Chelsea. In Bournemouth match there is some doubt, but still he can play in substitute or he can start for 60 or 70 minutes. So I am gonna continue with Rashford because I don't think that just one match illness is not a transfer here. Now move on to my forward position, and it's Erling Haaland, as he has got very much goal threat. And also if you look at his performance recently, he was lacking goals in Real Madrid match. He misses a lot of chance, so I think now he will try to score goal of his own, and that's why he will be aggressive. And if you look at the opponent in game week 37 is Chelsea. Chelsea are not a very good defensive side, and their defender are injured like Chilwell, Cucurella and Rick James. So that's why I think Haaland can score against them. But there is some rotation risk as Manchester City are gonna secure their title soon. So I think he will play Haaland because they are now of the last part of the season. But if you look at Haaland goal scoring tally, he like to break record, and there are certain record in front of him, so that's why I think he should start. Now move on to the second forward in my team, and it's Wilson. Obviously he is in great form, so I will obviously play him against Leicester, whose team are not looking good in defensively. They in last match conceded 3 goals against Liverpool, so I am expecting Wilson to utilize this weakness for Leicester, and that's why I am gonna play him. Now move on to my bench option, and my first bench option is Diogo Jota. I'm not happy with Diogo Jota because if you look at his performance, he's playing well, but he not starting for Liverpool, and I don't think he will start against Aston Villa, because if you look at Liverpool performance recently, without Jota they are playing well. Gakpo in the center forward position and left wing position, Luis Diaz playing well, so that's why I think there might be rotation risk for Jota. So that's why I'm gonna transfer plan here. And if I am not gonna go for like a defender transfer like Johnstone to a defender like Laporte or Rico Lewis or even Diaz or Akinji, then I can go for Jota to Alvarez and play Alvarez instead of, I think, in Mahrez's position I can go for Odegaard, so I can go for Alvarez to play. And as Manchester City gonna secure their title soon, so there might be rotation for Haaland, and if there is rotation, then Alvarez will play as a center forward position, so that's a very good thing for my team. And other bench option is Trippier and Botman, and I don't think they will play in my starting 11. Now move on to the captaincy choice for game week 37, and it's Erling Haaland. Though he has got minute risk in recently, but I still think that as he is lacking goal in recently, so he will be very much furious to scoring goal, and that's why I am gonna captain Erling Haaland, and I am expecting 120 minutes from Haaland in this game week, but I think 120 minutes is enough. The vice captain armband is now for Mahrez. I have no Bruno Fernandes, and I am thinking of Bruno Fernandes as a vice captain is a very good option or even captaincy option, but I cannot buy him because I have got Luke Shaw and De Gea, so I cannot go for him, and that's why Mahrez is my vice captain. And if you look at my transfer plan in nutshell, and it's the transplant first one is that I can go for Johnstone to Laporto and Jack Grealish to Mahrez, and it gives me a penalty taker for Manchester City when Erling Haaland is not fit in the field. And the other thing about Laporto is I am expecting more minutes from Laporto, that's why I think it's gonna be a good transfer. But if I want to go for Foden Road, then I have to go for Rico Lewis, because I cannot go for Laporto in this case because I have lacked the budget here. So if I want to go for Foden, then I have to go for Rico Lewis. It's a thing I'm considering. The third transfer plan here is that I'm gonna sell Jota for Alvarez if I think Alvarez can get more point, and as a captaincy choice for game week 37, so I can go for Alvarez in place of Jota, and then Jack Grealish to Odegaard, and Odegaard will be in my bench. And if I make this transfer, it gives me 3.7 million in the bank, and in game 38 I can go for Alexander Arnold for Luke Shaw or Trippier or even Stupinian. So that's a flexibility my squad will give in this kind of transfer. And that's all for today. If you enjoyed this video, please like this video, and if you are new in this channel and yet not subscribed this channel, please subscribe this channel and don't forget to press the bell icon. Good luck for your team.